I need you calm. Okay, no matter what happens, you gotta stay calm.
I told you I don't follow these movies. I don't ask me about something I do know. Ask me about It Follows. Ask me about Hereditary. Ask me about The Witch.
Welcome back to Why We Love Horror Trivia 2.0. I believe we're on episode 11. I don't know. But this is the fourth full week of doubleheader matches. We're going to bring you a singles match and a teams match this week. Coming up first, a debut singles match between Ant-Man, Antonio Chavez, and Henry Confidential Sanchez. Later on tonight, we're going to have the final teams match of round one, which is Never Sober, Sometimes Scary. Our Anthony Tisdall and Luis Buß taking on the Skeleton Krew, which is Erick Ibarra Moreno and Jacob Cameron. But without further ado, I love when new blood joins the league. And this guy has been talking about, not that he's awesome at horror, but that he's been watching a lot of horror lately. He's being forced to watch horror by his fiance. Here he is, Antonio Chavez. Is it still going on? Is she still forcing you to watch a bunch of movies?
The thing, I think I don't think she would like the word forced. She just because it's not like I forced her to watch Star Wars.
Okay.
I saw like she's suggesting that, and the funny thing is, I had never really been into horror, but then when we met, and then she, I gave it a chance, and I honestly got to say I'm a fan. There's obviously some ones I don't like, but I see myself becoming a fan and wanting to expand my horizons and try different subgenres of horror. So that's why I wanted to give this a shot. I still don't think it's going to go well, but it'd be nice for me to just like dip my toe in the water and see how this would go. Might be a shit show, but I do consider myself at least an aspiring horror fan. You
do have a wealth of knowledge, though, so I'm sure a lot of it will fall into place today. But without further ado, your opponent, another man who wasn't a horror fan until recently, I think maybe less recent than you, but he'll say he's been longer. Mr. Henry Confidential, Horror Confidential.
Yeah.
I don't know. How would you phrase it? I mean, you definitely were talking about it before Antonio was. But you're kind of enough.
I would say during COVID, it kind of was the point where I was just, had more time to expand my horizons and my interest. And that kind of just peaked of like, hey, I like a lot of these movies more than just, initially what I was considering. And it's one of those things for example, like the cliches of, the 80s and, somewhat for the 90s of the different tropes. Then you expand on like different subgenres, like Antonio said, or just different eras. You're like, oh yeah, that's just that style. And then you can see more. And I've learned more. And pretty big fan now.
All right. And you played in the old horror league before it came under new management. You've had your hiatus, but you're back. And we're glad to have you back. But this is how it is now. It changed a little bit since then. Still 3 rounds. Round 1 is a speed round. We'll talk about that in a second. Both you guys picked 4 categories, a total of 8 questions that I'm going to be asking you. Questions that we read all at once. You're going to have 10 seconds after each question. So number your boards 1 through 8. I'll ask you all 8 questions at once. Don't turn your boards around until I tell you. At the end, you'll turn your boards around. You'll read all your answers. We'll determine how many you got right. If you do happen to get all 8 questions right, there is a 9th bonus question available. Duration of the match, you get 3 repeats in a challenge. In the first round, if you want to use a repeat, it's just basically giving you 20 extra seconds. And then I'm happy to repeat any questions during those 20 seconds for you. Any questions before we get started?
No, sir.
All right. We'll start with your first question, which comes in the category of the Saw franchise. Which Saw movie starts with 2 shady money-lending partners having to compete in a trap to see who survives? Your second question comes in the Conjureverse. In how many Conjuring universe movies does the character of Judy Warren appear? Moving on to M. Night Shyamalan. What does Tyler use as a weapon to kill Pop Pop in The Visit? Your fourth question comes in the Evil Dead franchise. What is Olivia's profession in 2013's Evil Dead? 2013's Evil Dead. What's Olivia's profession? Moving on to pre-1990, John Carpenter directed. Which 1980s John Carpenter movie features a supporting performance from rocker Alice Cooper? '21st century science fiction horror. What type of business do the Park family run in 2006's The Host? Moving on to just the year of 2018, who plays the titular role in Mandy? Your final question, question number 8. The Predator movies. So very simply, who directed Prey? And your chance to use a repeat or an extension will expire in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll go over to Antonio first. What are your answers?
For number 1, Saw 6. 2, I guess 4. 3, Axe. 4, Photographer. 5, I guess They Live. 6, I Had Nothing. 7, I guess Nicolas Cage. And 8, I know it's Dan Trachtenberg.
And Henry.
For first one, I also saw. Damn it! I wrote it wrong again. I literally erased it and wrote it wrong. I hate that. So I wrote Saw 4, but I meant Saw 6. Then I said 3. I said A Golf Club, Therapist, The Fog, Food, Nick Cage, and then I was so confused on your thing, so I wrote Trachtenberg because I knew that, and then I was remembering first. But yeah, dance.
Yeesh. All right. Well, at the end of round 1, I have to accept what I can only accept. I have Antonio in the lead 2-1. The questions are: it is Saw 6. I do believe that you meant Saw 6, but you wrote Saw 4. So
I know.
6 is the answer.
I literally erased 4 and wrote 4 again because I.
Judy Warren appears in 5 movies, it being the 3 Conjuring movies, Annabelle Comes Home, and Annabelle. She's in all 5 of those. Tyler kills Pop Pop by slamming the refrigerator door on his head about 20,000 times. So that's how he kills him. In Evil Dead, Olivia is a nurse. The film that Alice Cooper doesn't really star in, but he's in, is Prince of Darkness. I gave Henry number 6. They do run a food truck, so food is close enough for me. Andrea Riseborough plays Mandy, and Dan Trachtenberg does direct Prey. With that being said, we're moving on to round 2. Round 2 is a wheel round. Let's talk about it for a second. All the categories we just talked about are on a wheel, as well as spinners and opponent's choice. The players in the lead can elect to spin first or defer to their opponent. All the questions are worth 2 points. You can check down to 1 point for multiple choice. Steals are available after each question. All right. Antonio, do you want to spin first or do you want to defer to Henry when we bring up the wheel? Categories, if you need to be reminded. You got Saw, The Conjuring Universe, M. Night Shyamalan, Evil Dead, 21st Century Sci-Fi Horror, 2018 is a year, Predator, pre-1990s John Carpenter, and spinners and opponent's choice. What would you like to do?
I'll defer.
Okay. Henry, here you do get a respin if you want, Henry. Here's your first spin. Lands on pre-1990 John Carpenter. Do you want to keep that or spin again?
I'm fine with it, but I'd prefer one of my other ones. So if I had preference, then yeah, I'm fine. I'll spin again.
Spinning again.
Eventually, I'll get Saw.
Land on the Predator franchise.
I don't think I'm ever going to get my strength in this. That's fine.
All right. Maybe Antonio will spend it. You can hope for some steals. So we're going to talk about the Predator franchise. You ready for your questions?
How many? 4 or 5?
You get 5. Your first question. Who plays Detective Danny Archuleta in Predator 2?
I mean, I hope that's Danny Glover.
That is incorrect. Chance for a 2-point steal. Who plays Detective Danny Archuleta in Predator 2?
Ruben Blades.
That is correct for 2 points.
That's a made-up name.
He's in Fear the Walking Dead for like 20 seasons.
Oh, nice.
Your next question. What is the name of the gang Cuchillo is a member of in Predators?
Multiple choice.
All right. Is it A, Los Omegas, B, Los Deltas, C, Los Kappas, or D, Los Zetas?
Go Omegas.
It is incorrect. Chance for a 1-point steal. Is it A, Los Omegas, B, Los Deltas, C, Los Kappas, or D, Los Zetas?
Los Zetas?
That is correct for 1 point. Your third question. Which member of the team is the first one to be killed in Predator?
Hawkins.
That is correct for 2 points. Your fourth question. Who composed the score to The Predator?
Multiple choice.
All right. Is it A, Henry Jackman, B, Rupert Gregson Williams, C, Brian Tyler, or D, John Debney?
C.
C is incorrect. Chance for a 1 point steal, Antonio. Is it A, Henry Jackman, B, Rupert Gregson Williams, C, Brian Tyler, or D, John Debney?
A.
A is correct. Henry Jackman. And your final question, Henry. What type of animal is Naru hunting at the beginning of Prey?
Multiple choice.
All right. Is it A, buffalo, B, bear, C, deer, or D, rabbit?
Buffalo.
That is incorrect. Chance for a 1 point steal, Antonio. Is it A, buffalo, B, bear, C, deer, or D, rabbit?
Deer.
It is a deer. That is correct. So at the start of Antonio's spin, I have Antonio up 7-3. Let's bring the wheel back up. Here's your first spin. And you also get pre-1990s John Carpenter. Do you want that or spin again?
I'll spin again.
All right. The category you must take is the Conjureverse. The Conjureverse. So we'll put that back. And we'll talk about those questions right now. You ready for your questions in the Conjuring universe?
Mm-hmm.
All right, here's your first question. Besides James Wan, who's the only director to direct more than one film in this franchise?
Multiple choice.
Is it A, David F. Sandberg, B, Michael Chavez, C, John R. Leonetti, or D, Corin Hardy?
I think it's B.
That is correct for 1 point. Your second question. In The Conjuring, The Devil Made Me Do It, how is Isla the Occultist related to Father Kastner?
Multiple choice.
All right, is it A, his sister, B, his niece, C, his ex-wife, or D, his daughter?
His daughter?
That's correct for a point. Your third question. Who plays Annabelle's father Samuel in Annabelle Creation?
Multiple choice.
Is it A, Joe Mantegna, B, Andy Garcia, C, Anthony LaPaglia, or D, Daniel Baldwin?
C?
That's correct. Your fourth question. What does Anna do for a living in The Curse of La Llorona?
She's a social worker.
That's correct. And your final question. The convent central to the events of The Nun is in what European country?
Just to be safe, multiple choice.
All right. Is it A, Hungary, B, Poland, C, Romania, or D, Austria?
Romania.
And that is correct. All right. So we are going to move on to round three. Round three is our synopses wheel round. The wheel has 5 categories on it. Contestants are going to spin it 3 times to get a 2-point, 3-point, and a 5-point question. There's no steals this round, but you do get a respin if you don't like what you spin. We'll go until one player is either mathematically eliminated or I have asked all 6 synopses. Antonio, you're on the lead, so you have the option if you want to spin your categories first or if you'd like Henry to spin his first. There's no real advantage either way.
I'll spin my categories first.
Okay. So you're a 2-pointer, and you do get 1 respin if you don't like what you spin. Sci-fi horror. Do you want to keep that?
Yeah, I'll keep.
Your 3-pointer is in supernatural.
Yeah, I'll keep that.
And your 5-pointer, found footage. Do you want to keep that or spin again?
Spin again.
All right, so your 5-pointer, which you must keep, is supernatural. Henry, your 2-pointer, found footage. Do you want to keep that?
Sure.
Your 3-pointer, also found footage. Do you want to keep that?
Sure.
And your 5-pointer, almost found footage. 2010s. Do you want to keep that or spin again?
Sure.
Okay, fantastic. All right, so Henry, we'll start with you, and we'll stick with you because you do have to get all 3 of these right to bump it over to Antonio. So let's go down here. Your first question, your 2-pointer and found footage. Are you ready?
Sure.
All right. For 2 points, a young videographer answers an online ad for a one-day job in a remote town to record the last messages of a dying man. When he notices the man's odd behavior, he starts to question his intentions. Name that movie.
Creep.
That is Creep. For 3 points in found footage, a troubled evangelical minister in Louisiana agrees to let a documentary crew film his house call on a farmer's daughter who is thought to be possessed. Name that movie.
Say that again.
Now there's your first repeat. A troubled evangelical minister in Louisiana agrees to let a documentary crew film his house call on a farmer's daughter who is thought to be possessed. Name that movie.
It's found footage, right?
Mm-hmm. 5, 4, 3.
You can say it again.
Second repeat. A troubled evangelical minister in Louisiana agrees to let a documentary crew film his house call on a farmer's daughter who is thought to be possessed. Name that movie.
Awesome.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Let's do an extension.
All right. You don't want me to say it again? All right. Five, 4, 3.
The last exorcism, Emily Rose. I don't think it's found footage.
And your winner, Antonio Chavez. It's just The Last Exorcism. The Last Exorcism is that movie.
Yeah.
With that being said, we'll just move to our post-match interviews, starting with Henry. Henry, that category in round 2, I remember it was so brutal. I remember what it was. Was it the Predator franchise?
Yeah.
That just doesn't seem like it's something that you were ready for.
No, I mean, I didn't study for any of this. Antonio said he's not good at horror, so I didn't want to I wanted to make it fun, and it ended up working in his favor. So all the stuff that I quote unquote prepared for / just rewatches was for me and Pez's team match earlier, and obviously none of that came up aside from round 1, so it didn't matter anyway. So yeah, I wasn't gonna study his things, and both of his things came up.
We're gonna get you Saw eventually. I promise it'll happen.
And you can just test me on later, and then you can just rewrite new ones because it'll be a while till I play again. So I'll let you know if it was worth it. No, good job, Antonio. Definitely, I'm glad I was able to boost his confidence, and now he's going to do well in this. Because if he would have lost, then he'd be like, "Oh, maybe I shouldn't do this." So it actually worked out in the favor because now he's going to continue to play and do well. All
right. Well, that means I'm going to drop you back and bring in today's winner, Antonio. You did it. You came in as a rookie, and you got a TKO in your first match. How does that feel?
Pretty good. I'm sure my fiance's gonna be happy that all that Conjuring binging actually came into play, because I'm glad I didn't miss any questions there, even though I had to go to multiple choice quite a few times. But yeah, and also I'll admit, luck came into luck helped me out a little bit, because with Predator, I know a fair amount of there, and then him getting me getting Conjuring also helped out. So, but yeah, when it comes to other stuff, that's still something I still need to bump up my knowledge on. So. Yeah, it was a good win, but I definitely got a lot to learn. You guys definitely still know a lot more movies than me, but I'll keep on getting better. And yeah, probably will push me to keep on competing.
All right, well, we'll have you back before you know it, but for today, we're going to say goodbye. We're going to encourage everybody who's still watching to stick around because there is another match, a team's match coming up right after this. I'm going to kick it over to our cool intermission thing.
Hello, and thank you for your business. Why not stop by our refreshment stand? We have all kinds of special treats, but don't take my word for it. Take it away, fellas!
Come on, take a stroll to the snack bar, have a good time. Come on, take a stroll to the snack bar, have a good time. Popcorn for all, hell's on its way. Come on, take a stroll to the snack bar, have a good time.
2 minutes till showtime. There's still plenty of time to visit the refreshment stand.
Come on, take a stroll to the snack bar, have a good time.
Welcome back, everybody. Hope you enjoyed that nice intermission. We're here for teams action. It is the last match of round one. Now we got the Skeleton Krew, Jacob Cameron, notable prick Erick Ibarra Moreno going up against never sober, somewhat scary. It's the champ, Buß, Mr. Confidence, Anthony Tisdall. We'll be bringing them in a second. But first and foremost, we're bringing the team that doesn't have the champ on it, the Skeleton Krew. It's Jacob. It's Eric. Guys, how you doing today?
Doing good. It's great to be back in the league. You know, it's December. It's Christmas time. You've caught me in a good mood. I'm ready to play. And I'm with my man Easy E, so we can't be stopped.
All right.
Yeah, we're probably the only team on this tournament that has already T-shirts being made.
Right.
We already got a logo.
I'm one of the first ones to buy that T-shirt, I promise you guys.
Yeah.
All right, but let's bring in your opponents. Let's not waste any time. Bring in it's the champ, Mr. Buß, direct from Germany.
Yeah.
And Mr. Anthony Tisdall, guys. I don't know who I should
That sounds good.
Whoever I talk to first is going to set the tone here. So, Anthony, how you guys doing?
Oh, me. Okay. Basically, I'm here. I don't know how I'm going to do, and I'm sorry, Luis, but what I do best is I just attach myself to champions or really good players and hope that they can carry me. I did it before in a geek thing, and I'm hoping it happens here in horror because Luis is good and I exist.
Yeah, I mean, I'm the champ. I don't know how good I really am, so let's keep it down a bit. But yeah,
that's something I would expect Anthony to say as champion. That's crazy.
Yeah, I don't give a shit. But yeah, Anthony, I forgive you for boning me. I don't give a shit. I'm drinking for 2 tonight because I've been to the fucking Christmas market before it. Yeah. I had some hot wine. I had some nice alcoholic beverages. Now I'm fucking excited to play BE and Mr. The good Sir Jack Cameron here. This is going to be fun, man. Yeah.
Let's get right into it. This is teams, and round 1 in teams a little different than singles. We're not doing a speed round. This is just a regular whiteboard round. Both teams picked 4 categories. We have 8 questions total that I'll read. I'll read the questions one at a time, and I'll give them 15 seconds to answer it. After 15 seconds, turn your boards around, show me your answer, say your answer, and you get a point if you're right. If somebody gets 8 questions right, there's a 9th bonus question available. And for the duration of this teams match, we're going to get 4 repeats and 1 challenge. Let me take that back down. Any questions before we get started?
No.
All right, well, let's get started with your first question, which comes in the category of the 1990s. In what 1990s film will you find the town of Nilbog?
Jesus.
So speaking of speed rounds, I've been to the club this weekend, and I'm pretty sure the guys in the stall next to me did a speed round there.
Pens down. We'll start with Eric.
Probably wrong, but I guess Tremors.
Tremors. And Anthony, which I know you know it.
You know it's goblin backwards, but it's still a troll.
And
oh my God! Troll 2.
Oh, shit.
And Luis.
I don't know. I picked Needful Things.
Troll 2 is correct.
Somebody had to do it.
Yeah, you did.
Your second question comes in the Evil Dead franchise. What specifically does Olivia attempt to repeatedly stab Eric with in 2013's Evil Dead, eventually getting it stuck in his glasses?
Interesting.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. We'll start with Anthony this time.
Scissors?
And Jacob?
Screwdriver?
And Luis?
I also said a screwdriver.
And Eric?
A lot of phallic stuff came up to my mind, but I thought pencil. But I don't know.
Pencil? I would have accepted a syringe or a hypodermic needle. It is a needle.
Yeah. Needle.
That came to mind, and I should have.
Yeah, same.
Your third question, well, unfortunately, no more perfect rounds. But moving on to horror comedies, how many years separate Gremlins and Gremlins 2, the new batch?
Thanks. You give me horror comedy. You give me movie release date question. You dick.
Am I allowed to ask in terms of release dates or in terms of continuity within the films?
Release date.
Okay.
And not the continuity of those. Give me 10 seconds from here.
I don't know. You know I don't know this answer.
It is a number. 5, 4, 3.
Oh, I wrote a letter. Shit.
2, 1. Jacob.
Going with 5.
And Luis.
I just said 3 years.
And Eric.
I said 4 years.
And Anthony.
I said 7 years.
You guys are all around it. It's 84 to 1990. It is 6 years.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Oh, man.
I was
Your
86
fourth question,
93, so.
A gentleman named Jordan Peele, who has composed the score to all 3 of Jordan Peele's directorial efforts.
Oh, you're such a dick.
Wow.
These are simple things you could look up.
Yeah, guess what I'm not going to do?
Sorry, we're not multiplex. I'm sorry. All right, I'm sorry.
Oh, no, they do it worse. They're worse. I don't know.
5,
Dude,
4,
whatever.
3, 2, 1. Luis.
I don't know this, man.
Eric.
I'm thinking I had the wrong first name, but I said Joseph Abel. So.
You do have the wrong first name. Anthony.
I attempted to write Alan Silvestri, but I got Silver.
And Jacob.
I don't know why Trent Reznor popped to mind, but there it is.
It is Michael Abels.
Michael Abels. That's
Trent
right.
Reznor's a great guest.
Going on
I knew the last
to
name.
going on to directors, and the question is simply: who is the only director to direct more than one Friday the 13th movie?
Oh shit.
Fuck if I know.
All legends directing these movies, except for that one guy. But this guy, legend. 5,
I don't know. This guy exists.
3, 2, 1. We're back up to Eric
Steve Miner, also H2O guy.
Fuck yeah.
Oh, that
and
makes sense.
Anthony.
Toby Hooper directs horror movies.
Not any of those.
Not anymore.
I know that.
Jacob
I directed an episode of Smallville, Steve Miner.
Hey.
and Luis.
I blanked on Steve Miner. I said
It
Sean
is Steve
Connery.
Mann. Steve
No,
Mann.
okay. No, I'm not.
Going to Guillermo del Toro,
Excellent.
who plays Edith's friend, Dr. Alan McMichael, in Crimson Peak. He's a doctor and he's a friend. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Anthony
Charlie Hunnam.
and Jacob.
Tom Hiddleston's in that movie, right?
He's in it. Luis
Charlie Hunnam.
and Eric.
Charlie Hunnam.
Charlie Hunnam is correct. Going over to John Carpenter. What crime does Kristen commit right before she's institutionalized in the ward?
Fuck.
Okay.
I didn't get to that one.
Pick a crime. Any crime.
I'm working on it.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Jacob
Carjacking.
and Luis.
I said arsony. That sounds fun.
Arson.
And
That's
Eric,
a word.
I also would have said arsony, but I said murder.
and Anthony.
I went slightly lesser murder, manslaughter.
I'm going to give Luis the right answer because it's arson. I just don't know if he knew the word. Arson is correct.
It's a German
Should've
term
went
for it. It's
arson.
fine.
Yeah, in German they call it arsony.
Arsony.
We are tied.
Wait, is
going-
that a different thing?
You said larceny or arsony?
Arsony with an A.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm going to give it to you then.
Yeah, you can-
Your final question comes in recent releases, and we're tied right now. At the start of Five Nights at Freddy's,
Oh, shit.
Mike is a security guard at what type of location?
There's a better one of these, and it stars Nick Cage.
5. It's true. 4. True or reserve spoken. 3, 2. Kids love this movie though. Pens down. Luis
Malls need security guards, right?
and Eric
Because he did indeed secure a mall.
and Anthony
Yeah, he's in them all.
and Jacob.
I said an amusement park.
He's at the mall. That's correct. With that last question,
Yes, Luis.
Never Sober, Somewhat Scary takes the lead 6-5. Going into round 2. Round 2 is our, wheel round. I'll describe it to you guys. All those categories we just talked about, we're throwing them on a wheel. So there's 10 slices though, because there's an opponent's choice slice and there's a spinner's choice slice. Since Never Sober, Somewhat Scary is in the lead, they can choose whether they want to spin first or second. Whoever goes and whoever spins, you're going to get a category. There's 5 questions in that category. There were 2 points apiece. You can check down the multiple choice for 1 point, and steals are available if you get the question wrong at any point in the process. So Never Sober, Somewhat Scary. I'll bring the wheel up, and you can decide whether you want to spin first or second. The categories we got today, 1990s, Evil Dead, horror comedies, Jordan Peele, Guillermo del Toro, John Carpenter, recent releases and directors, and then also spinners and opponent's choice. Do you guys want to spin first or defer to the Skeleton Krew?
How you feeling, Luis?
I don't really know how I'm feeling right now. What do you think, bro?
I don't know. You're drunker than I am, so you're abiding by the name more. Do we just want to let them go? I mean, there's nothing on this wheel that's really that bad. So do we just want to let them go?
Yeah,
And then
let
we'll
them
see
go
what happens?
first. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, guys, Skeleton Krew, you do get a respin if you don't like the spin, but here's your first spin. It lands on opponent's choice.
Never mind.
So, do you guys want to hear the categories again to decide what you want to give them?
Yeah, see? Can we see the categories? Because
1990s, Evil Dead, horror comedies, Jordan Peele, Guillermo del Toro, John Carpenter, recent releases, and directors.
So I'm thinking we should probably not give them directors because Jacob seems like a robot and I think he knows this.
Well, we
no
both,
offense to you,
they
Mr.
both got
Cameron.
it. They both got the director.
Yeah.
So
I just meant you're way smarter than us.
Yes.
You
Carpenter maybe or horror
Yeah, maybe
comedies, one of
Carpenter.
those two, because horror comedy is pretty broad and Carpenter's a little more specific.
I mean, I think you like fun more than me, so maybe you will get them the steals if they don't get it. So yeah, maybe one of the two horror comedies.
You want to do it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sure.
horror comedies.
Horror comedies. Skeleton Krew, you ready for these horror comedy questions?
I suppose so.
All right, your first question. Piranha 3 Double D primarily takes place at what type of location?
I don't think I have seen this one.
I mean, a lot of it takes place at a beach, right?
5.
Sure. Repeat.
Repeat the question.
Yeah.
That's your first of 4 repeats.
Very.
Piranha 3 Double D primarily takes place at what type of location?
It's either that or like one of those SeaWorld type places.
Do you want to go multiple? Have you seen it? I have seen clips, but
I want to go.
I don't know for sure.
Let's go multiple choice.
Yeah, let's go multiple.
Multiple choice answers. A, aquarium. B, an island resort. C, a water park. Or D, a summer camp.
For some reason, water park jumped out to me.
Yeah, that sounds to me more like it.
All right, water park. Final answer.
That's correct.
All right, good job.
Your second question. Who directed Bubba Hotep?
Oh. I love this movie too.
I still haven't seen it.
Multiple choice, please.
Yeah, multiple.
All right. Is it A, Steve Miner, B, Don Coscarelli, C, Tom Holland, or D, Mick Garris?
It is neither Miner nor Holland, so we can eliminate those two. I'm thinking it's B.
I was thinking B as well. B.
Final answer.
Yes, it is. The man who did Phantasm and everything else, Don Coscarelli. That's correct.
Yeah, that name sounded to me. Yeah.
Your third question. What is the actual name of the motel in Motel Hell?
It's been so long.
Wouldn't even come up with a guess, so maybe multiple will give it to you.
Yeah, multiple choice, please.
All right. Is it A, the Shell Motel, B, the Hill Motel, C, Motel Hello, or D, Motel Bell?
I don't know
Motel
any
Hello
of those.
is too obvious.
5, 4.
Motel Hello. Final answer.
Yeah, the O just stops working. It's Motel Hello.
Yeah, I was thinking it's either a great multiple choice answer or the obvious one. Yeah.
Because I did a big rewatch of 1981 a long time ago, and Motel Hell was just one that I just watched randomly. And it was like, I just don't remember much. A bunch of heads going like this, and then all of a sudden, away they go. So that's all I remember.
We're going on to question number 4 of 5. The container holding the blood of the Guardians in Tales from the Crypt Demon Knight is shaped like what?
Eric, any ideas at all?
No, that doesn't sound familiar to me. Like, I could think of some joke answers, but I'd rather go multiple choice.
Multiple choice, please.
Right. A, a key, B, a heart, C, a book, or D, a sword?
Well, some of those just sound impractical.
Yeah.
5.
I'm thinking
Can
book.
I hear the options again? Just
You can.
because I wasn't sure. Yeah.
Is it A, a key, B, a heart, C, a book, or D, a sword?
You were thinking a book, you said, right?
I was thinking that, then I heard heart, and I'm like, maybe, again, it seems too obvious, but then again.
We're going to. I think I was thinking book more.
All right, let's go.
Tales.
Book. Final answer.
That is incorrect. Chance for a 1-point steal. Is it A, a key, B, a heart, C, a book, or D, a sword?
Pretty sure it's a heart.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember. I watched this a long time ago, but I think it was a heart.
Yeah. Good shit.
Heart.
Let's do
Final
it.
answer.
It's also incorrect. It's shaped like a key.
Oh,
that was the most impractical one. That's why
I definitely thought I remembered that, but then like, yeah,
I'm not challenging the answer. It's just like, why would you make a vial like
The
that?
top of the key holds the blood, and the key part of the key is metal.
that makes sense.
The final question in horror comedies: who plays photographer Pete Peters in Seed of Chucky?
That's the director. What's his name? John Waters. It's John Waters.
Go with it.
John Waters. Yeah.
Final answer?
Yeah, final answer.
That's correct.
Yeah, I just saw it. that one I just saw.
Great rewatch.
Thank you.
Right, so Skeleton Krew getting their score up to 10, and it is now time for another almost scary spin. We'll bring the wheel back. Oh, maybe I shouldn't have closed out of it. Give me a second to bring that guy back. There he is. All right, your first spin. Lands on Guillermo del Toro. Do you want to keep that or spin again?
So, Anthony, this would probably be mostly you. How confident do you feel?
I mean, I've certainly seen all of them a couple times, but I'm fairly confident. There's, like I said, there's maybe one or two on here that might be worse, but there's definitely some that are better. I don't know. Would you be able to help at all? I mean, it is their strength. So, like, Eric definitely knows because he got real excited. So, do we just want to spin again to just?
I'm excited because I'm Mexican.
I mean, I love them, but maybe we could get something that we can both work a little better together.
Yeah, then let's spin again.
Okay, we'll try again.
Here is your spin, which you must keep then.
I got to let the champion be helpful.
Oh shit! Yeah.
Okay.
The 1990s is what we're doing then.
Yeah, this will probably be mostly you.
Oh, all right. Well, yeah, you are useful.
Here's your first question. What U.S. state serves as the setting for I Know What You Did Last Summer?
Oh, shit.
So we got a 1 to 50.
Yeah, well, no. Yes, it's 1 out of 50, but I'm pretty sure there's a few that it's not. Repeat the question one time.
That's your first repeat. What state serves as the setting for I Know What You Did Last Summer?
It has water.
Yeah, no, I know. I'm between I'm gonna go multiple because I think multiple choice.
All right. Is it A, Virginia, B, Georgia, C, North Carolina, or D, Maryland?
I think it's North Carolina is what I think so.
Yeah, let's do it.
North Carolina. Final answer.
North Carolina is correct.
Okay.
Your second question. Who directed Trauma?
Who directed what?
Trauma.
Is that a thing? You ever heard of that?
Shit. Yeah, I might be able to get it on multiple.
You know I don't know. So multiple.
Yeah, multiple.
All right. Is it A, Ruggero Deodato, B, Dario Argento, C, Bruno Mattei, or D, Al Festa?
I don't think it's Argento.
No.
Okay.
Repeat the options, please.
All right, is it A, Ruggero Deodato, B, Dario Argento, C, Bruno Mattei, or D, Al Festa?
I trust whatever you know.
I'm mostly leaning A, but I have nothing.
A.
So. Final answer.
That is incorrect. Chance for a 1 point steal. Is it A, Ruggero Deodato, B, Dario Argento, C, Bruno Mattei, or D, Al Festa?
I don't think it's Argento either. I was thinking more Bruno Mattei because that's a name I've heard of.
I'm kind of in Tiz's shoes right now. I've never heard of this until like a minute ago. So
I'll go C. Yeah, C. Final answer.
Also incorrect, guys. It's Dario Argento.
Oh, damn.
Your third
I'm
question in
definitely
the 1990s. Who plays the proprietor of the antique store, Leland Gaunt, in Needful Things?
That's Max von Sydow, right?
Works for me. I've never seen it, so I trust you.
Max von Sydow, final answer.
That is correct.
Yeah, you said that real quick, so I believe it.
Your fourth question. Corbin Burnson plays the titular role in what 1990s slasher?
Oh.
Corbin Burns. Is this one of the houses?
Yeah, but it's a titular, so that means the name has to be.
Oh, yo. Shit. Yeah, you're right.
5,
So hold on.
3, 2.
Multiple?
Yeah, multiple. I'm not going to think of it.
All right. Is it A, Dr. Giggles, B, Ice Cream Man, C, The Dentist, or D, Stepfather 3?
God, what the fuck? I want it.
For some reason, The Dentist.
I'm good with that. I know a few it's not, and that's not one of them. You want to go dentist?
Yeah.
All right, dentist. Final answer.
For the tie, he is
Okay.
the dentist.
I was like,
He's also the dentist in The Dentist too.
Oh, good for him.
And your fifth and final question. What Academy Award-winning actress had her on-screen debut in Children of the Corn 3, Urban Harvest?
Award-winning actress. Children of the Corn. What did you say?
Well, it was in the 90s, so it probably. What was it? I think multiple choice. Yeah, I'm not going to get it. Multiple.
Is it A, Hilary Swank, B, Charlize Theron, C, Jessica Chastain, or D, Jennifer Lawrence?
Not
it's
Lawrence.
Too early for Lawrence. It's too early for Chastain. Theron actually popped in my mind.
Which one?
Charlize Theron.
Right, because wasn't Hilary Swank's first Karate Kid? Or early?
Yeah.
All right, yeah, Charlize Theron. I'm good with that.
Charlize Theron. Final answer.
That is correct. That was her first one. And you keep your 1-point lead going into round 3.
Oh, yes. You didn't need round 2. Awesome. Kind of wish we kept together with Toro.
Round 3, as we're calling it now, it is the Austin Pez Howell Memorial Round of the synopsis round.
What?
Basically, both teams will spin a second wheel 3 times. There's 5 categories on there. They'll spin for a 2-point question, a 3-point question, a 5-point question. They do have to split the duty, though. One of them has to answer the 2-point question. One of them has to answer the 3-point question. They can collaborate on the 5-point question. We will stop play when one team is either mathematically eliminated or I ask all 6 questions. All right, so NSSS, as I'll call you, you guys are in the lead.
Please don't call us that.
Do you want to spin first?
That's a problem. Let's not do that.
NSSS. Never sober, somewhat scary. You're in the lead. Do you want to spin first or defer? And I will tell you the categories you chose. You got 2010s, 2020s, literary adaptations, monsters and other beasts, and slashers around this wheel.
I mean, I feel like we should spin first because then we get full choice of a category.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, we should go first.
All right, sounds good. Your 2-point, should you choose to accept it, is slashers. Do you want to keep that or spin again?
It's a 2-pointer.
Yeah, I think we can get that.
I think we can pull that. Okay, we'll keep
All
that.
right, your 3-pointer. The 2020s. Do you want to keep that or spin again?
How are you with recent?
I think with synopses, I think we should be good.
Yeah, I read a lot of synopsises of new stuff.
Yeah.
So okay, yeah, we'll figure that one out. Yeah, we'll keep that.
All right, your 5-pointer. You do have a respin if you choose to accept it. Your 5-pointer is also in the 2020s. Do you want to keep that or spin again?
Yeah, I don't know. I think a 5-pointer will be really
something, and it's John. So like he knows stuff.
It's John.
How dare you?
He's a fucking asshole.
We want to spin this one again? We'll only do 1 2020s just in case.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll use our spin. We want to make sure this will.
You must take this category, which is
the 2020.
Seriously, like
that's what you get.
Is it going to hit?
All right, your Skeleton Krew, your 2-pointer.
We'll be in the 2020s.
Maybe. Monsters and other beasts. Do you want to keep that?
Yeah, I think we can keep that, right?
Yeah, let's stay here. Let's keep it.
Yeah.
Your 3-pointer. The 2020s, that's a respin.
No, it won't be.
Literary adaptations. Do you want to keep that or spin again?
So, Eric, I read a crap ton of books. So I think I might be okay with this. I don't know about you.
No, it's fine. I think it's fine.
All right, we'll keep it.
I've never read a book in my life.
He works with books too. And your 5-pointer is Monsters and Other Beasts. Do you want to keep that?
So that's yours. You want to keep it for the 5-pointer, or do you think we can do better?
Let's
probably can
give
do
it
worse.
another shot. Let's go again.
Spin it.
Yeah, let's go
All right,
again.
the category you must take.
Unless it's 2020s.
Literary adaptations.
Okay,
All right,
you read a
so
ton of
shall
books,
we?
so that's good.
All right, so let's get rid of this wheel, and we'll start with the Skeleton Krew. One of you has to take this question by yourself. So your 2-pointer is in Monsters and Other Beasts. Which one of you is going to take it for 2?
Eric,
I think I
I'll
should
go.
take it. I think you're better than me in this type of stuff, as we've seen earlier with synopsis. So I think, and you said you read a lot more. I do read, but not. I think you read more. So I think I can get the 2-pointer.
So Eric, you're taking this one?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, your 2-pointer in Monsters and Other Beasts. Venomous spiders get exposed to a noxious chemical that causes them to grow to monumental proportions. Name that movie.
8-legged freaks.
For 2 points.
Yes.
Thank God I remember the poster. Look, and like, for what I know for arachnophobia, they are not giants. So
All right, Never
that was
Sober,
my-
Somewhat Scary. You get your 2-pointer in Slashers. Who's taking it?
What do you feel? Do you feel like you're going to be better at more recent than I would be?
I don't know, man.
You
want to do the?
I'll try the 2, and then you can take the 3.
Yeah,
See,
let's do that.
Okay, I'll take the 2.
All right, Anthony, you're taking the 2 in Slashers. Here we go. When the Davison family comes under attack during their wedding anniversary getaway, the gang of mysterious killers soon learns that one of the victims harbors a secret talent for fighting back. Name that movie.
You're next.
That is correct.
Good shit.
We're going back over to Skeleton Krew. So, Jacob, you'll do the 3-pointer in literary adaptations. Are you ready?
Yes.
In the aftermath of his girlfriend's mysterious death, a young man awakens to find strange growths sprouting from his forehead. Name that movie. Five, 4.
Repeat, please.
That is your second repeat. In the aftermath of his girlfriend's mysterious death, a young man awakens to find strange growths sprouting from his forehead. Name that movie. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Sorry, I don't have it.
That is Horns with Daniel Radcliffe.
Yeah.
Oh,
that sounded
wow.
familiar.
I completely.
It's a
I
forgettable
blanked on
movie.
it.
Yeah. So you guys are now going to team up for your 5-pointer in literary adaptations. You guys ready for this question?
Yes.
All right. A military commander stationed off-planet during an interplanetary war travels through the devastated landscape to negotiate a peace treaty, but discovers that the primitive robots they built to kill enemy combatants have gained sentience. Name that movie.
Can you repeat the last sentence because it cut out on me?
Oh, sure. I'll read the whole thing again. A military commander stationed off-planet during an interplanetary war travels through the devastated landscape to negotiate a peace treaty, but discovers that the primitive robots they built to kill enemy combatants have gained sentience. Name that movie.
Thank you.
Eric, do you have an idea? Because I have a guess.
Talk. You can talk to me. We have 2 more repeats.
5, 4.
Repeat the.
Yep. That's your next to last. You have 1 repeat left. A military commander stationed off-planet during an interplanetary war travels through the devastated landscape to negotiate a peace treaty, but discovers that the primitive robots they built to kill enemy combatants have gained sentience. Name that movie.
I'm thinking it's this movie called Pandorum.
Doesn't sound familiar to me, but I wasn't thinking of anything better. So, you want to hear it again, or are you feeling?
I want to give it a shot.
Go ahead.
Pandorum, final answer.
And your winners, Never Sober, Somewhat Scary. That is Screamers. That's the plot to Screamers.
I
never heard of it.
It's John. None of us have ever heard a 5 that he puts in. It's fine.
Yeah.
Hey,
Sometimes I
Luis
do.
got
This
one.
time,
All right, Luis
I
got
got
his
one.
match. I'm gonna.
When
throw
I
you
heard
guys back.
space,
Stop
I
insulting me.
literally.
All right, guys.
don't worry about
did it again.
You did keep it close. You got all the way to the end. We will see you back before you know it. But how you feeling at the moment?
Well, congratulations to NSSS. They earned it. Dang, I bet it all on 5 and I lost again. It's like a trend with me. Like, no matter where I go, it's like the 5er always kills me. It's like literally, as soon as I like heard military commander in space, I'm like, Pandorum. It was like, no, apparently not.
I mean, I didn't have anything better, so don't worry about it. Also, wouldn't have gotten horns, even if it did sound familiar. But to me, it's different. I bet it all in the first round because normally I do pretty well in that one, but this time I didn't start because I didn't have the time. But it doesn't matter. I think we kept up with the champion and Tisdall is also a pretty good player. I have played him before, and this is not the last you will see of the Skeleton Krew. We play everywhere. We are champions in other leagues.
Pretty much.
And
yeah.
we did fine. I think we were stuck also with opponent's choice. Obviously, neither of us wanted that broad of category with horror comedies, but I think we did fine. We only missed one.
I am very proud of how we did on horror comedies. We literally were testing for landmines with a hammer on that one.
Yeah, we did fine. I think it was a pretty close matches, and with especially the last round, it's either you know it or you don't, or sometimes you forget a movie like Horns, which wasn't even that memorable as they said before. Yeah, so I don't blame you for.
I did have to take the word horns out of the description and change it to growths. So I mean that would throw people off if I didn't put the word horns in there.
No, that makes sense. It seems sensible to do that. I didn't remember it wasn't even my answer. So I was almost afraid to botch it in my 2-pointer because that do spider movies and then obviously arachnophobia, not giant spiders. So okay.
Yeah, they're regular sized spiders in arachnophobia. Definitely a different movie. But you guys, we have a much tighter schedule now. We're taping 2 matches a week, so we're going to see you guys before you know it, either in singles or teams. Anybody you're looking to play that you haven't played yet?
I'm always down to play anybody. You know, I love movie trivia. I love horror trivia. I love this league. I love most of the leagues that I play in. So it's always a pleasure to be invited. Thank you, John. It really does mean a lot that I get to participate here. I'll get a win one day. I assure everybody watching at home. I promise I'm not this dumb. I actually do have my moments. But yeah, go back, reassess, and then come back.
All right. Well, we'll see you guys before you know it. Godspeed. Today's winners: Luis, Anthony. Anthony's obviously shocked, but Luis, how are you feeling?
I am feeling great, and I'm feeling even greater because Anthony will be stuck with me for one more match. So that's gonna be fun. And next time you won't have to work. So you are gonna get plastered with me. You believe that?
I think your opponents might want to get plastered too, because I don't know. Luis knows who you're playing, but I don't know if Anthony knows. Do you know who you're playing, Anthony? You're playing the Brooks family, Abby and Aaron. You'll be playing them in your next match.
This will either be the greatest match in all of history or an absolute clusterfuck, and I'm here for it. I love it.
I'm here for the second one.
I also love that I get to one camera. It's great.
Yeah, I also get to meet Abby because I apparently haven't been invited to the wedding. So rude.
You have anything you want to say to them besides that, Anthony? You have anything you want to say to them?
No. I mean, this is going to be awesome. I can't wait. Like the next time, I'm going to make sure this is scheduled on a day where I can just get plastered drunk with Luis, because that's the whole reason for this team. I just couldn't today. Shocked I won. They played great. I wish I would have kept Del Toro because I would really like to hear those questions, but that's the past. Now I get another match against people I know and like and want to get drunk with. So let's get weird.
All right, then. Well, that'll be coming before you know it. We got to drop that room really quick because that's a short cycle, so we'll schedule it soon. And we'll see you guys then. Until then, we'll drop you guys back. If you made it this far in the video, you've been here for a long, long time. So please like, subscribe, share it, comment on the video, go to the Facebook page and join that. Tell a friend, whatever. We're growing the community. Hell, if you want to play, hit me up. The email will be coming up soon. But until next time, this has been Why We Love Horror Trivia.
Game over.
I'll fucking kill you!